Yo, 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 what's up? YouTube fam, it's your boy Stevenson Linder. I'm back with another one. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is the month of February, February 2nd, man. I hope January started off great month for you guys. I know us in the community, trading has been absolutely phenomenal. But first and foremost, make sure you like, share, comment below. Okay, share this with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Anybody who's interested in trading, tell them to tap in. We got a free Telegram group that they can plug in. And then if you want access to the other group where people are actively trading, where we do, pretty much daily morning sessions, iron sharpens iron. Please tap in, shoot me an email, and I'll get you set up. So I missed last week, but we back on it. I'll make sure to drop a video once every week minimum. The weeks that I can drop more than that, I'll do more than that. But I'm super excited. Let's get to it. Let's get to see what's happening this week in the market. So I'm going to give you my personal favorite setups. Be on the lookout for, and let's see how we do this week. All right. So first things first, I like this DXY, how it's looking. All right. So we closed the gap. Right, the market opened up with a huge gap on Sunday. The reason being, for those who don't understand, fundamentally, right? So Trump is imposing tariffs on Canada, China, and Mexico. 25% on Canada, 25% on Mexico, and 10% to China. Understand, the United States is the biggest, basically, customer of the world. For those who don't understand that, technically we buy from everybody. Think about it. Look at anything that's in your home right now, any material, water. I got honey here, right? And when you look at the back of things, where does it come from? A lot of stuff from China, right? Um, as far as we get a lot of oil from Canada, of course, cars and vehicles. So we import about 80% from Canada alone. Another, well, I say about 70%. 70% or probably a little bit higher, maybe 80. Definitely about 80 from Mexico and about a good 20, maybe 30% from China. So it's important us as an economy to really consider imposing these tariffs. Now, I'm not here to get political and talk about whether it's good or not and blah, 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 blah. I'm just here to talk about how it affects the market and how you can capitalize on it. All right. So that what caused the gap, and I talked about it on Sunday on my Go Live session, was looking for price to pretty much close it out, retrace, and pull back. Now we're at a key level, right? So if you watch the other video, we talked about that daily. All right. We talked about that daily. And there's a high probability once price spiked up and hit this POI zone, right? It bounced off of that, rejected. Now I'm actually looking to see if price is either going to reverse and go up, which will strengthen the dollar, or will it correct? And then we see a further move to the downside. I'm looking at the latter. I'm looking for a nice bearish correction. So that should happen within probably the next several hours. You should probably see this during London session. By the time I drop this video, going into New York session tomorrow. If we get a correction, be on the lookout for a sell. Right? Be on the lookout for a sell. Okay. So think about it. We had this strong bearish impulse. So now if we get a correction, you want to look for a sell right around here. So watch for sell here. And if we get a sell on the dollar, what does that mean for some of the majors? You'll be looking to buy, right? So boom. So I'll be looking for a breakdown on the dollar. So one of the dollar pairs that I really like is USD Swiss franc. When we look at the daily, again, guys, on the last couple of videos, I've been talking about daily and weekly close above and below. It really helps. Think about it. The moment, right? If I zoom in over here, price went on this uptrend. Then we got a bearish closed, right? That means this bearish candle closed below this bullish. When you go down to the hours time frame, it triggers a change of character. See how you had a change of character right here? That's why I like daily close above and belows, right? It triggers a change of character. Now, all you have to do is catch the retest, right? And price action wise, you got a retest right here. And then if you want to use it in conjunction, right? So you got confluence with your indicator, the MACD in particular, you add your retest right here. And then there was your sell-off. Simple, guys. Real simple. All right. So same thing over here. We had a daily close, right? Perfect. This was Monday's candle, Tuesday's candle. Tuesday's candle officially closed below the last bullish candle. You always want to see it close above or below the last opposite candle. So the last bullish candle right here, which causes a change of character on a smaller time frame. Hours, perfect. So we close the gap, plus we close below. So now, what do you think I'm looking for? After a strong impulse like that, I want to see a retest. Pull back, one of these POI levels. And then I'm looking for a sell, right? I want to touch this low right here. So I really like this USD Swiss franc sell setup. So now we just waiting for a correction. And if we get that correction, a nice pullback, guess what, guys? Tomorrow, you have a nice sell setup on USD Swiss franc. Watch for sell here. So perfect. This is perfect. Glad I got this breakout. Now all I need is a correction. That's it. I'm just waiting for the retest. I'm just waiting for a retest. That's all you guys are going to do. Wait for a retest and look for that short opportunity. Boom. All right. I also love EURAUD. EURAUD is another great opportunity. Go to the daily. What happened here on the daily? Boom. All right. That was Thursday's candle. Friday's candle had a close below. That was Monday's candle. We had a spike. But notice, that's why I tell you guys, even when price on a smaller time frame, whether you're on the 1 hour, 15-minute, whatever, when you see price do this, because you're so capitated, right, by the 1 hour time frame, you're just stuck on it. Most people would see a move like this and go, oh my God, I should look for a buy. But it never closed above here. That's why marking up your daily high and low is so critical, right? Because this was a daily high, you would need daily price action to close above here. If that high was going to remain valid, if that buy was going to remain valid on the 1 hour, all right? It didn't. It retraced. Ended up getting this big pullback. And then, most importantly, you got that close below. See, the body of the candle closed below. So you got that massive pullback, and now we're just looking for a retest. You're looking for a retest. I actually had a price action retest here. And I'll be looking for another one right around here. Boom. And then looking for my sell opportunity. Right? Pull back. And sell off. Right? Beautiful risk to reward. Right? 1 to 10. Absolutely phenomenal. I just need that to retest. And if you want your MACD to line up with it, wait for this to go bullish. Even add an alert. Right? Giving you guys the sauce. This is exactly what we do in our community. Right? Perfect. So you'll get that notification. Retest, watch for sell off here. All right. EURAUD, if I'm not mistaken, has pretty much the same situation. And the reason why I'm looking at these particular setups, guys, it's easy. It's easy and simple. I like them. Right here, same thing. Monday's candle, close below this bullish. Perfect. So we have change of character. All right. And again, guys, you can use any time frame. All right. If I'm using the daily, I want to use the hours. So 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. If I'm looking at, let's say, a 1 hour, let's say I get a close below here and I want to use the minutes, go down to the 5-minute, 15-minute, no problem. So the hours, I use the minutes. if I want to use the hours for my retest, I'm going to use the daily and the weekly. Make sense? Daily, weekly, jump to the hours for the retest. If you want to use your minutes, use the hours and then jump down to the minutes to catch the retest. Make sense? All right. So I like daily, weekly, always because stronger confirmation, right? It's going to take a lot of price action for price to break above this high. All right. So we got a daily candle. So now all I need is a 1 hour retest. Nice pullback back to this level and then the sell off. This one, easy right here. Easy right here. That's what I like. I like easy. I don't know about you guys. I like easy. I don't want something difficult. The risk to reward, absolutely phenomenal. So EURAUD. Beautiful sell. I'm just waiting for a correction. I'll add an alert right here on EURAUD. Perfect. There you go. All right. And I'll make sure I'll drop this in the free Telegram, so you guys have access to it. All right. GCAD. Yep. GCAD stayed below as well. So you can grab that as well. All right. And this is what you want to do. That's all. Just watch your daily, your weekly, figure out where price is. We're at a daily retest on the bigger time frame. Bigger time frame. All right. Price is not breaking and creating a new high. We got a close below. So now I just need a retest. It's that simple. And I'm going to take my sell back down to the previous low. Now, do I have to hold my trade all the way down for 400 pips? No. If I know 400 pips is potentially going to be produced out of this. Again, guys, the hardest part is your risk management. Do the math. How much do you need out of that? Do you need 100 pips, 50 pips, 60, 70 pips to reach your goal? You don't have to hold. This is potentially. Remember, this is all potential. If I get the retest, this comes back. Let's say right around here, maybe fill in partly of that imbalance candle and drops. I don't need all this. Maybe I just need 100 pips. Me personally, I always say once my setup goes 100 pips or beyond, I'm good. Really, 50 pips or more, I'm good. But this is the huge potential that it has. So I just need this to wrap around, pull back, and then look for that sell. All right. Gold has just been on a nice uptrend. So unfortunately, there's no opportunity on that. We would have to wait for a pullback, a nice pullback like this, pullback like this before continuing to buy. So we need a correction. Okay, that's at an all-time high right now. So gold and silver, I would wait and watch before jumping in. All right. And some of the indices got some nice sell opportunities. Gap has been filled, and now you're looking for a short. So I'd be on the lookout for US 30 and German 30. German 30 is real nice. This is a real nice correction right here. Look at that. Dropped, getting a beautiful correction. I'd be on the lookout for a sell come New York session. Absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. But my personal favorites, I like US 30, German 30, gold, silver. I want to see what they do first before buying in. I really like EURAUD. I like GCAD. I like EURAUD. And I love USD Swiss franc. So those are the trades for this week. Like I said, I'll drop them in the free Telegram. But if you guys have any questions, any concerns, you can definitely hit me up. Like, share, comment below. All right, guys, if you love this content, you want more of it, let me know. Share this with a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. I'll see you all on the next free video. And again, if you want access to the Telegram group, it's in the description box below. If you want access to the other group, just shoot me an email and I'll get you set up. Other than that, it is February. Au revoir. See you later. Until next time. All right, guys. Peace, love. Let's get it. Let's go.